Hey there, this is Jexy with the Systems Alliance. In this video, we're going to go over the hilarious situation of PUBG suing Fortnite for copying them, copyright infringement, and then copying Fortnite's event pass. I can't make this stuff up. As many of you have probably heard, PUBG sued Fortnite, has since dropped the lawsuit, but they sued Fortnite for basically copying their game. And you look at the two games, and other than the fact that they have Battle Royale and they both fall from the sky onto a map, albeit in completely different ways, there's really nothing that is the same with these two games. And to be fair at this point, Fortnite is a better game. It's more polished, it's fixed. It doesn't have rampant cheating like PUBG has. One of the main problems with PUBG is because of the way it's monetized and has the gambling tactics in it, millions of Chinese gamers, or I don't even know if you can call them gamers, but millions of Chinese hackers have come in, they'll buy the game, they'll hack the game. So in other words, you can just be standing around and boom, you're dead. What killed you? Doesn't matter. You were just hacked. That's how they're getting ahead. And then by doing so, they get all the rare items. Then they take the rare items, sell them for real dollars outside of the game, easily make more money back than the game cost. So even if they get caught and banned, they just buy another copy for $30 and go right on doing the same thing. PUBG hasn't stopped it at all. It's absolutely rampant. And a lot of times it makes playing the game hard to do and hard to have fun. In addition to that, the game is still buggy as all hell. All of a sudden your character will just be dead or fall through the floor or just freak out and you have to restart it, or you'll be parachuting into the map and then all of a sudden you're just dead. I mean, this is stuff that is making the game hard for even streamers to stream. I mean, they don't have any content. Especially in a game like this where you have one life, so basically you're dead from a glitch and you haven't even started the game, and then what? You just gotta quit enjoying a new game? So it's also laughable because PUBG did not invent Battle Royale. They did not invent this type of game mode. And you can't sue for having a similar game mode in a game. Like, you can't sue for having a single player campaign. You can't sue for having a horde mode. I mean, a lot of people have copied Gears of War in their horde mode. Halo did it. Zombies and Call of Duty did it. So many other games have copied it, but you don't sue for that. They're doing it different than you. It's not your stuff, it's their stuff. And the games don't look alike. First of all, Fortnite and PUBG, they don't look alike. And the fact that PUBG wants to sue them instead of fixing their own problems just shows you where PUBG is at right now. So there's a post out there in the forums, and it says, "We have supported this game since early access. PUBG has made over $730 million. Yet it's still not optimized. Cheaters are rampant. Crates are locked behind keys, even after charging $30 for the game. Now they introduced this $10 event pass, which the event pass compared to Fortnite's is complete crap. In addition, Fortnite is also free to play. And even though there are a lot of loot box type things, gambling stuff, it's not really impacting the game so much. It just is more impacting your look and maybe the progression a little bit, but you can still get there without it. So many people just play it because it's free and they never buy a thing. But if you do, there are some advantages to that as well. But it seems to have struck a balance of what people are willing to accept. But part of the reason they're willing to accept anything that's going on in Fortnite that they probably would not accept in a game, say like EA and BioWare's Anthem or other games, other AAA titles, is because the game is free. You don't have to do it. The game is entirely free. So even if you drop a little bit of money, I mean, shoot, how many hours are you spending on it? How much enjoyment and entertainment are you getting out of the game? If the game is already free, then it might be worth dropping a little money into if it's a really good game. And Fortnite is a polished game. The other thing that doesn't really make a lot of sense with this whole lawsuit is that PUBG runs on Epic's engine. Epic makes Fortnite. Why would you be suing the company that your engine runs on? It doesn't make any sense. And Epic was actually sued before by a different gaming company running on their engine. And guess what? Not only did that company lose, but Epic countersued them for actually ripping things off from Epic. And not only did Epic win millions of dollars in that lawsuit, it actually put the other company out of business and they had to physically destroy all the copies of their games. So suing Epic and just suing who's making your game engine in general just makes no sense. On top of that, what are you suing for? Your game, just because it's Battle Royale, doesn't mean it's the same game. They look nothing alike. PUBG is a more realistic setting, even though the game's completely broken. Fortnite is just a total cartoon of a game and has nothing in common and has none of the cheaters that are going around rampant as well. So it's just an overall better game. It's a good game, whereas PUBG is not. In addition, if they're making $730 million from this game, and the game, honestly, is still in alpha or beta stage, and it's never been really upgraded since its launch. And the only thing you're doing is putting out bad will with fans out there. Instead of fixing your game, you're just suing people. That looks really bad on you, PUBG. That makes PUBG look like the bad guy, the incompetent guy, the guy who just can't get things right. And that's not a look you want for your game, your company, or anything. But now, in addition to that, they've gone and copied Fortnite's Battle Pass, their event pass that they have, which works really well. It's very favorable, lasts a long time. The items you get lasts forever. It's just a really fun way if you want to pay any money to get a little more out of the game. Whereas PUBG's event pass is one of the worst event passes or anything in any game that I've ever seen ever. And the backlash is huge against it right now from the PUBG community, and no one wants to buy it. Everyone's complaining about it. And what does PUBG do? They get upset that the fans aren't more appreciative of allowing them to purchase this piece of garbage that is their event pass. So I get it. I get that PUBG, you were the top dog. You were the big fish in a relatively small pond in terms of Battle Royale goes. But then someone comes along, does it better than you, more polished than you, more fun than you, without cheaters or anything else, with less predatory practices than you for monetizing a game, and for free on top of that. Yeah, Fortnite has a lot more players. Since Fortnite came and became the biggest game in the world, if not the biggest game in the world ever, PUBG has lost about 50% of its player base. And yeah, they're upset about that. But on the other side, they made a ton of money. They still have millions and millions of players who are playing it, and they could patch their game up. And they could make it better, and they could win fans back by saying, hey, check out what we got. It's a little more realistic version of Fortnite, which was a cartoony version of us, but now we're all polished. Now we can hang with the big boys. But they're not doing that. Instead, they're wasting opportunities and souring the relationship with their own fan base. So it really makes no sense at all that PUBG would do this. But at the same time, you see it in real life. Instead of taking personal responsibility, sue the other guy. Instead of taking personal responsibility, blame the other guy. It's something we see in society all the time, but it's not respectable, and especially in business, and especially in the gaming business, where you can either be super loved or super hated for the practices that you have with your game. PUBG is going down that path, the same path that Sony's going down by not allowing crossplay, same path that EA has gone down with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and that fiasco. The same path that Bungie has gone down with the failure of Destiny 2. The same path that Activision has gone down with Treyarch and the mess that is the Black Ops 4 game coming out. Why would you want to be part of that when you could be part of something good? You could be the studio that stands out. Like, hey, they're actually doing something. They're actually fixing something. Either way, to me, it's just comical that they were suing them. Now, they ended up dropping the lawsuit, maybe because they saw what happened to the last person who sued Epic. Maybe they realized that they have no case against Fortnite because PUBG and Fortnite are not the same game. And PUBG did not invent Battle Royale. I just want to make that clear. They did not invent this game type. There were several games before them that also had Battle Royale. So they can't claim that they invented this. So really, what are you suing for? This is not how lawsuits work. If it got to court, it would be tossed out immediately. So maybe they realized, oh, maybe let's just save on some lawyer fees and just cut our losses now because we have no chance at winning this because there's nothing to sue for. But to me, it's just comical that they did all that and now they're trying to copy Fortnite. And now granted, their battle pass and event pass is so terrible that it does not resemble Fortnite's at all. But the fact that they didn't have this event pass to begin with and Fortnite did, and now they're copying them right after they sued them for allegedly copying PUBG, it just really doesn't make any sense to me. But let me know what you think. Are you a PUBG player? What do you think of the Battle Pass? And what do you think of the Battle Pass compared to what Fortnite has to offer? Because to me, they're not even comparable. Fortnite offers permanent rewards and a lot of fun and a long time to earn them, and PUBG's event pass is everything that's opposite of that. So do you think this is going to continue the downfall of PUBG? Do you think they're going to recover from this? Do you think they're going to take some personal responsibility and actually clean up their game with all the glitches and the cheating that's going on? Or do you think, hey, PUBG is going to be a flash in the pan, but Fortnite and other games like it are going to keep on lasting the test of time? So let me know your thoughts on it. If you're a Fortnite player, how do you feel about PUBG trying to copy Fortnite and not really coming through all the way? Let me know down in the comment section below, and we'll catch you later.